trails are important for our community for a couple of reasons. One is they get people out and they get people moving.
People want to grow up and to raise families in a community where these trail systems are a part of it. That way they can get out there and share with their families in safe places to exercise and to spend quality time.
I think we could easily have a network in Evansville and Vanderburgh County that has the critical mass necessary to attract people far and wide to use it. We have the visual amenities, we have the tourist amenities, we've got the hotel infrastructure. It could be another tourist draw easily in this area.
I think as we look at our nation's health crisis, and always the topic is about the health care and the health insurance and the costs that are so high in this nation. And I always say that running and walking are the most cost-effective health care that any person could have at any age.
Many communities are working on improving the availability, if you will, of exercise and, if you will, free exercise venues. And it speaks to the community life. And, you know, other communities, I think, are way ahead of us in this regard.
The main goal of the Evansville Trails Coalition is to both promote the trails that we have and the paths that we have, bike lanes, get people out there using them and enjoying them, get people to be thinking of ways that they can use them as transportation as well as recreation, but it's also to help identify resources and to build support for the community to continue to expand onto what we already have, to identify ways to get more trails and get more paths.
The key is to link traffic generating destinations together, and the whole will become bigger than the sum of the parts. Riding through the woods is very nice, and I'm glad we have that, and I think it's going to be heavily used. But I think people would also use them to travel to important destinations they would have gone to by car if there was a safe way to get there on bike.
Our goal is to grow from this. We see the trails that we have as just the beginning of something that could be really spectacular. A whole network of trails and bike paths that would connect our neighborhoods where we live with our schools, our parks, our workplaces, and with each other.
If we had the opportunity to expand the trail system to our schools and our places of employment, I do believe that would give everyone an extra incentive to get out and to exercise, whether it be getting to work during break time, at lunchtime, getting home from work, getting home from school. It's just that extra incentive, and it's there, and so it removes one more excuse.
The trails are for everybody. They're not just for the young or the old. They're for every one of us who want to get out. And at different times, you'll see different people using the trails.
Well, we jog on it every day. And a lot of times we take our families down there for walks, for bike rides. You know, it's a way to relax and enjoy your family, exercise, get healthy, and again, see people out doing the same things with their families. So there's an interaction that you're able to utilize because we have these wonderful trails.
Well, I think there's some real hot spots on our trail. In Evansville, there's some really special spots down by the museum. In Newburgh, I think we have some really special spots like the historic bridge and up at the Overlook Park. And I just think that people need to experience that. They get a real feel for our part of the country, for the Midwest. You know, it's beautifully landscaped, lots of trees, lots of natural habitats.
As you can see, this is wonderful what we have. The trails that we have right now are beautiful. It's a wonderful amenity to have in our community. And we need to celebrate that, but we need to focus on the future. We need to be thinking of how do we complete the trail? How do we continue to expand onto what we have here? And that's going to require a public-private partnership. We cannot solely count on the government to help fund this sort of amenity in our community.
And as you can see where we're standing here at the State Hospital Park with the trails behind me, this is crushed stone. And I was very much a part of ensuring that this got done here at the State Hospital Park, because a lot of the time runners actually like soft surfaces and not the hard asphalt that a lot of trails are built with. And so this was very important to me to get these trails here. And as we look at these, another part of my dream world would be for corporations here in Evansville to say, hey, those trails look really, really good at the State Hospital Park. Why don't we put them around the perimeter of every city park that we have?
The trails here are so important. I mean, some people may look at them and see just a path for recreation, but there's so much more. They just add a tremendous value to the quality of life here in Evansville, and it makes it so much more attractive for young professionals like me to want to live and locate here.
There's something for everybody. If you're a nature buff, it's wonderful to go out to the Wesselman Park Nature Center and walk through the nature trails. If you like to bicycle and you want to be around the youthful group, it's fun to go out to Burdett Park and bike from Burdett Park over to USI. If you love the beautiful river that we sit on and we don't enjoy as much as we should, come downtown and walk along the riverfront, especially in the evening when the breeze is cool. It's such a lovely place to be, and I think that there's something for everybody. Whatever you like to look at, you can find it somewhere on one of these trails.
You just get excited. You know, I'm not, even though I'm a coach and I'm a former athlete, exercise was not something that I really enjoyed. And the trails, I think, just bring a brightness and an excitement, you know, the surroundings. You know, you get out and, you know, you're walking or jogging on the river.
We started out doing this at 4 in the morning. And you're outside and you see all the stars in the sky. If you don't see the stars, there's usually wind blowing and it's breezy, and it's almost a peaceful environment that you're running in.
When we think about the trail system, oftentimes we think about going out and taking a walk. Let's really expand that and think about taking a walk with our families, our friends, even our animals, because together we can make a healthier Evansville. Let's go out and use the Evansville trail system and make Evansville healthy.
We've got a great city. It would be great to see it from a bicycle.